Hi, welcome back. I'm Claudia from Miss Olivia Rose Crafts, and today we're going to be assembling this Father's Day cake topper. If you'd like to make this cake topper with me, I will provide the link to my Design Space profile in the description below where you can access this cake topper. Let's get started. I'm going to start off with mentioning some of my favorite items that I keep at my workstation, starting with this silicone mat. It's from We Are Memories and I purchased it at Joann's. I really like using this silicone mat to protect my desk from any glue residue, any stains, and it really just helps keep my desk clean. The next item we're going to be using is acetate. Acetate is a clear film that I like to use on my shakers, and you can find this item on my Amazon favorites. We will be using vinyl. I have a few different colors that I'm going to be using. This vinyl is from Tech Wrap. We will be using glitter, and this is the shade that I'm going to be using. It's a blue glitter for our shaker. The next two items are my favorite crafting tools, my Cricut tweezers and my Tech Wrap weeding pen. I absolutely love this weeding pen. I use it all the time. The glue we will be using today is Barely Art glue. This has a precision tip and it's a crafting glue that dries clear. I will go ahead and link it in the description below, along with the discount code that you can use to receive 10% off your purchase. If you're wondering what this glue holder is, it's a honeycomb glue holder. It's from Whimsical Wishes. She is on Etsy and I like to use it to hold my Barely Art glue. I will also link it in the description below. We will also be using a variety of double-sided foam tape and foam squares. I will go ahead and link them in the description below. Let's begin building our cake topper. We're going to start off with our vinyl. I'm going to use my Tech Wrap weeding pen and I'm just going to pick at the corner of my vinyl and lift it. Then I'm going to just peel it slowly, making sure that I'm not lifting the letters, but if I do, it's okay. I can always just place them back. Now that we have peeled the majority of the vinyl, we're going to begin weeding out the inside of the letters and taking out any of the parts that we don't need. I do like using this cool little tool that I purchased on Amazon. It's actually a nail polish holder, but I like to use it to keep my vinyl trash in, and that way I'm not making a mess out of the vinyl. I will go ahead and link it in the description below. It's on my Amazon favorites. I'm going to begin layering my Happy Father's Day graphic. I am using basil cardstock. It's the textured white cardstock, and I'm using this gold chrome cardstock from 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. It's a beautiful gold chrome cardstock. It has really pretty colors and it really reflects when the light hits it. So I thought it'd be a nice touch for the Happy Father's Day graphic. These foamies I'm using, they are yellow, and Nancy from Fanciful Chaos, she has a online craft store and she sells a variety of foamies, all different colors and shapes. I will go ahead and link her store in the description below. I'm going to be using Tech Wrap transfer tape, and I'm going to be adding this to my vinyl. I am going to be adding the words in pieces, that way I don't overwhelm myself. I'm going to be taking my time, and once I have the vinyl on the cardstock, I'm just going to tap it a little. I'm not going to add too much pressure. I'm going to peel at an angle, and this is going to help avoid tearing and ripping the cardstock. And look at how pretty that looks. I am going to put together my chef's hat. I am using a glitter cardstock, and I'm using my Barely Art glue. I am doing very tiny dots of glue, and trying not to add too much because I don't want to make a mess of the glue and have it all over my white cardstock. Even though it dries clear, I still like to keep real clean pieces, so I just add very little glue. I don't think I ever mentioned why I like to use vinyl on my paper crafts, but pretty much I like using it because it's a clean application, especially for these tiny little letters. Sometimes it's hard for me to glue them down or even cut them with my Cricut. Sometimes it doesn't give me a clean cut, and so I really enjoy using vinyl, and especially tech wrap vinyl, because they have all kinds of vinyl with texture, glitter, foil, reflective, and it's just been a lot of fun using it on my paper crafts. We're going to put together our grill utensils, and I'm going to be using this thin foam tape. This one is from Amazon. I will link it below in the description. It's under my Amazon favorites. I love using this thin foam tape because it just covers large pieces, and it's really thin, so it really does get in there, especially for thin fonts. I like to use it whenever I want to layer and give that 3D effect. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to give it a like, and if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe. I will be uploading more tutorials to my YouTube channel. I'm also taking video suggestions, so if you'd like to see a certain type of video, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. All I'm doing here is just adjusting that layer, and I'm going to be gluing the top layer onto the blue, and I could very well glue all the layers on top of each other, but I do want a little bit of dimension, so that's why I added foam tape to the back of that blue foil, and it just gives it a nice touch. But this top layer, I'm going to be gluing it down. We are going to grab our acetate, and I'm going to use a little bit of Windex and my microfiber cloth to clean off any dirt, fingerprints off of my acetate. I will be using the foam tape that we were using earlier and adding a border along the edges of the acetate so that we can keep the glitter in. Make sure you press down firmly on the foam tape. That way there isn't any pieces lifting and we don't have any glitter spilling out of our shaker. Now that our shaker is complete, we're going to grab our last layer, which is our cake topper shape. I did cut it in acetate, and you'll see in a minute why. I am going to be using double-sided foam tape to add dimension, and for some pieces I am going to glue down. If you have any questions on this part, go ahead and leave them in the comment box below, and I will do my best to answer them. For this top part of my cake topper, I am going to add foam squares to the top part of the grill utensils. I'm going to be gluing down the bottom bar on top of my shaker. Now that we've added our pieces to our cake topper, I do want to cover up that foam tape on the side, and I'm going to be adding a little bit of glue. I'm using diamond dots from Joann's, and I will be using my wax pen to add each diamond dot on top of there. And you'll see that it is going to cover it up. It's also going to give the cake topper a nice little touch and just jazz it up a little bit. Now that we're almost done, I'm going to add an acrylic stick to the back of the cake topper. You can find these acrylic sticks on my Amazon favorites. I'm so happy with the way that this cake topper came out. I'm really happy with it, and I hope that you enjoyed watching and found this video helpful. And don't forget, if you'd like to create this cake topper, you can find this file on my Design Space profile. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.